शॉर्ट बॉल पे ये शॉट कौन खेलता है यार? अगर मैं होता ना बस बॉल को देखता और शानदार।
खुद को एक्सपर्ट समझते हो तो खेलो प्लेयर स्पॉट पर लोएस्ट एंट्री फी में।
इस गेम में फाइनेंशियल रिस्क है और लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से खेलें और अपनी रिस्क पे खेलें।
Yeah, hi Ben. Well batted today. Tell us about your 82 on your return to Test cricket. How happy were you with that knock?
Yeah, it's nice coming back in with a bit of time off and spending some time out in the middle. But all in all, I think we're in a very strong position as a team. Batting first and after putting ourselves in and being 500 and whatever we are, still with 2 wickets remaining going into day 3 is a very, very strong position.
And what about batting with Joe Root? He's turning into an absolute run machine. You had the best seat in the house there. What about that double century and the way he brought it up?
Yeah, he makes us all feel, pretty rubbish. It's the way how easy he makes batting look. I was quite surprised he ran down the wicket and hacked a 6 to bring up a double. But yeah, he's in phenomenal form. Just making things look very, very easy, and the way that he plays spins, dominates spin, is incredible to watch. I don't think we've had an England batsman ever play spin in the way that he does. He's just got he's got an answer and an option for everything that's thrown at him, and yeah, he's just a delight to watch him at the moment.
Ben, it's an excellent position, 555 for 8 with 3 days left. How many more do you want? Your thoughts about declaration as well? What do you think?
No, before anyone asks, there was no thoughts whatsoever of a declaration tonight, because that would be stupid if we won the toss and batted first. You just get as many runs as you can out here in India. And if we can bat for another hour tomorrow, we'd be very happy with that.
And just finally from me, only 22 maidens in 180 overs. What does that say about the way you guys rotated the strike?
I think it says we did it pretty well. But not only that, I think we just looked to survive out there. We didn't just look to sort of eat into the overs and make India stay out there. We also looked to be positive in the way that we scored. So, I think as a whole, we're very happy as a batting unit with how it's gone.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we'll go to Simon Mann, please.
Ben, it's obviously been a tough pitch for bowlers the first 2 days. Is there enough in the surface? Is there enough potential reverse swing to suggest you can make it tough for India's batsmen?
I think there's actually been, there's been spin, bounce, and there's been reverse. I think we've just played really well, I think you've got to give us credit there. It's not exactly been the easiest. I think we've just given ourselves a great opportunity as batsmen to get in and score runs on a pitch that is actually offering for the bowlers. There's been a lot of balls that have spat out of the rough today, and we've seen the period today when Ishant Sharma bowled with a reverse swinging ball and got 2 and 2. That can happen out here. But yeah, I think, you guys should give us a bit of credit. If we got skittled, you would have said, it's doing all sorts out here. So, I think we played really, really well as a batting unit. And we've taken some big strides as a batting group out in the subcontinent in the way that we play. So yeah, we're really happy.
Are you expecting the pitch to deteriorate even more? So, do you feel you're in a tremendous position actually to go on potentially and win the game from here?
Oh, well, I think that generally wickets don't get any better out here in India, especially when the heat blazes on it and you put 90 overs down to it. It's going to get drier. It's going to break up. It's going to deteriorate. But just because we've gone out there and scored some big first inning runs, that doesn't give us the right to bowl them out twice like we hope to do. We know we've still got a lot of hard work to do as a bowling unit here, because it is tough to take 20 wickets anywhere, but out here, sometimes 20 wickets is hard to come by. So we know we've got a big challenge ahead of us.
Sorry, I just lost you there for a moment. I'll just crack on with one more question. How did you prepare for the series? It's very unusual to come into a test match without any cricket for 2 months and to sort of switch it on straight away. How did you make that happen?
I bowled, batted, and did a lot of running. That's pretty much it. Physically, just making sure I get myself ready for the test match, making sure I've got the workload into my body when it comes to the overs, And to be honest, now, you know, after being around and sort of understanding what is best for my game from a batting point of view, I just made sure that I, you know, felt good. I didn't really overkill too much, to be honest. If I felt good and felt like everything was going all right, then I'll just come out of the nets. And yeah, just did a lot of running as well.
Okay, we're going to go to Dean Wilson, then David Coverdale.
Yeah, hi Ben. Sort of follow on from that, really. I mean, just how pleased were you with your own form? I mean, you know, there's no warm-up games, there's no kind of match practice. I don't think you've played in a match against a red ball since August. So to get to a test match and chalk up 80 like that in pretty decent style, how pleased were you with that?
Yeah, you know, happy. You know, obviously spent a couple of months away, so it's always nice coming back in and spending some time out in the middle. But you know, the most pleasing thing is coming here and starting the tour off really well as a team. You know, I don't think we could really have asked for anything better than how this tour started. You know, win the toss, bat first, and you know, we're still batting on day 3. So you know, really pleasing.
Thanks.
Okay, David, and then Rory, please.
Hi Ben. Joe said, well, thank you for your speech before the game, and said you said some very nice words. I think you made him quite emotional. What did you say in that speech?
Good effort, mate. Nice try.
But what? Just yeah. Okay.
No, nice try. No, that's sort of, you know, obviously, you know, we'll keep that private.
Okay, we'll go to Rory.
Ben, well played again today. After a bit of time out of the England team, are you hungry now to get the ball in your hand and get into that side of your work? Fully fit to crack on?
Yeah, fully fit to crack on. You know, but obviously, you know, playing the role as third seamer behind Jofra and Jimmy. You know, my roles, you know, might change throughout, which is something that I've been used to doing over the last couple of years. Yeah, I mean, you know, hopefully we can still bat for a bit longer tomorrow, and it'd be great if I didn't have to do too much work with the ball. But you know, if called upon, just have to do what I need to do, I guess.
Okay, we'll take one more. Vivek Krishnan from India. Go ahead, Vivek.
Hello, Ben. Ben, you said that England deserve credit for batting well. But do you think the Indian attack could have done anything better today? And going forward, what can the England bowling look to learn from the way India bowled, and probably look to do better on that aspect?
Well, I think you look at the way, you know, I suppose it could have been a completely different game, you know, if the way when I changed, the way that I sort of started playing, being a bit more aggressive, you know, if that hadn't have came off and, you know, we were, I don't know, I lost my wicket in doing so, then, you know, the game could have been completely different. But, you know, game's about taking risks at some points, and that's the great thing about it is, you know, sometimes it comes off and sometimes it doesn't. But, you know, I've got to give credit to India. They just keep toiling away and kept toiling away, especially Jasprit and Ishant. You know, they just kept running in and running in and running in. And Ishant got the rewards that he deserved with that, you know, when the ball started to reverse swing. So, yeah, we've just got to keep doing the same. And sometimes out here, it's a game of patience as to, you know, who can stay boring the longest.
स्पोर्ट्स से जुड़ी किसी भी अपडेट के लिए स्पोर्ट्स तक को सब्सक्राइब करें और हमारे फेसबुक और इंस्टाग्राम पेज को भी जरूर फॉलो करें।